What's going on, great people? Terrell Harris here. Today's message is do not let church hurt prevent you from connecting with God or even connecting back to the church community. So I read an article yesterday about an individual who experienced some church hurt because she had tattoos, and I think she had some piercings and stuff like that. At least that's what I remember the article saying. And you know, the people were so critical of who she was. She was criticized. She was called the Jezebel. So she decided to leave the particular church that she was at and just connect with God on a spiritual level by herself, leading her to be, as she claimed, more spiritual than religious. So one of the things I want to offer up to people who have faced this church hurt is you have to realize there are individuals in the church who are imperfect. Actually, everybody in the church is imperfect. Some come with their own baggage. Some have actually been taught to be judgmental. And although it's not good, it's just something that, you know, happens. If you look at the book of 1st and I believe 2nd Corinthians, you'll see Paul address issues in the church. And for some reason, you know, we get in the church and sometimes we focus on things that we don't need to focus on. And we oftentimes don't realize that our judgment will cause pain and actually push people away from linking up or having a connection with God or having a connection with Christ. So I say, you know, even if you experience some church hurt, one thing you have to realize is that there's always a good place or a good community out there for you. The community is not going to be perfect, of course, but I take, you know, going to church as serious as being in a relationship or actually, you know, being married to somebody. You know, oftentimes you'll hear people say you need to plug into the church and they'll try to get you to join their church after one Sunday. I would say, you know, if you've been hurt by church and you're considering, you know, linking up with a community or you miss it, visit multiple churches, church hop, because you want to be sure that this church that you're going to attend is the home for you. And also, you know, ease your way back in. I mean, it's no pressure to go back to church. If you're connecting with God on a daily basis, if you study, if you're meditating, if you're praying, I think that will be sufficient. I think ultimately you will yearn for the community or the community feeling, because it's always good to be around like minds. So, you know, ease your way back in. And the interesting thing is that people don't necessarily think about is there's a lot of people out there who are quote unquote spiritual but not religious. Why not try linking up or finding some of those individuals, and you could find or start your own community? Because one thing you have to remember about the church is not a building. Church is the community or body of believers. So anywhere you go, you literally have church. So that's the message for today. Once again, my name is Terrell Harris. You can visit us at theopenbox.com. Be sure, if you're on Facebook, to like our page, share this message, actually tag somebody in the comments below who you think needs to hear this message. And then if you're on Twitter as well, be sure to retweet and like the message as well. Peace and blessings. Hope all is well in your end.